The Bold and the Beautiful, show 5016, VTR 28-2007.
So, I see you kept the long hair.
Yeah. Well, you can take the boy out of Paris.
Europe was a good fit for you.
It's so good to see you. Forgive me if I'm a little surprised.
Your mother didn't tell you that I'm consulting with Forrester Originals on a fragrance?
The meeting.
Yeah.
The meeting in a few minutes is with you.
So you thought I'd just flown in to say hi?
Well, I knew there was a meeting. My mom just never mentioned your name. You're the mystery woman. On the phone.
Oh, nice. You didn't even recognize my voice.
Is this even about fashion, or is it a personal battle between two men? Half-brothers for the heart of Brooke Logan. Will Ridge and Brooke have their Rodeo Drive wedding, or will someone intervene?
Jarrett obviously knows something that we don't.
It could be about Rick and Phoebe. The picture of them singing together is all over the internet.
Well, Jared did have an exclusive with Ridge and Brooke. There's not a word about it.
They threatened him. They threatened him so he'd keep his mouth shut about the young ones.
Well, the way they're looking at each other in the picture online makes you wonder if they're not involved.
They are involved. Brooke supports it. Ridge is against it.
Brooke told you?
Stephanie called on Nikki, and then Brooke confirmed it. She said it's a very complicated situation.
Yeah, well, of course, Stephanie's putting the worst face possible on it.
There's trouble in paradise.
It's never been paradise. Never will be.
Phoebe, Rick's not going anywhere.
Dad, you just said guys like Rick don't stay single very long.
Yeah, well, that was wishful thinking. Phoebe, wait. Wait a minute, sweetie. Look, as much as I don't like to say this, as much as I hate to say this, the guy's crazy about you. But he's not appropriate for you. He's 10 years older.
Dad, 10 years, big deal. When I'm 30, he'll be 40.
But you're not 30. You're 18. Come on, kiddo. It's not like I'm grounding you here, preventing you from dating. It's just this thing with Rick, you gotta just give it some time. Okay, you know, go hang out with your friends from school.
Dad, I'm not at school, and even if I was, that's not the real world at all. I'm an adult when I'm with Rick.
Yeah, that's what scares me. Phoebe, boys your own age make me nervous enough.
You don't have to be nervous, Dad.
I wish it was that easy. Would you at least try and understand my point of view here? For your old dad?
You're not old. But if Rick stops thinking about me, you're in serious trouble.
I fell in love with you the moment you were born. I was the first man to look into those beautiful eyes of yours. Trust me, there isn't a woman in this world who could ever compete with you.
You know, there's a pretty good reason why I didn't remember your voice.
Yeah, tell me.
Well, I believe the last time we spoke, you were whispering in my ear.
Oh, yeah. Something in French, I think. And that was an aberration. I don't usually mix business with pleasure.
Well, what good is business if you can't take pleasure from it?
True. So, Forrester Creations is now Forrester Originals.
Yes, it's a long, complex tale.
Well, I know all about the complexities of a family business.
That's right. I've heard about the changes over at Jabot. You were in Hong Kong. How was that?
Not what I was looking for. So I'm thinking of making a break and, doing my own thing.
And so you're back here in LA.
Yeah, I'm so sorry you didn't know I was coming. That's not good.
No, Ashley, it's not that I'm not happy to see you.
Look, Paris was Paris, and I have no regrets. But if it makes you uncomfortable my being here, I can certainly back out.
Ashley, you're the best. It's why I originally involved you in developing a fragrance for Forrester International, and I'm thrilled my mom has called you to consult with us.
Well, I assumed that you had told her about our meeting in Paris, but I didn't mention it to her, and I certainly didn't mention,
Right.
what. I just assumed you'd moved on, so. So, is there anybody significant in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I'm happy for you. You're too good a guy to be alone.
Thank you. Well, like everything else around here, it's kind of complicated.
Sounds intriguing.
Dangerous, actually.
Really?
More like it, yeah. Well, there are a lot of people that seem to think the relationship is a bad idea. Excuse me for just a second, okay? Rick Forrester. Oh, okay. Thank you. Time for the meeting.
Wait a second. Okay, look, what happened in Paris, it was great. But I don't have any expectations, okay? This is just about a possible job. That's all.
Thank you.
For what?
For not being complicated.
What'd you find out? I just got off the phone with Brooke, and she said that Ridge found out that Rick and Phoebe went up to Big Bear, and of course, Ridge went ballistic.
Brooke won't be happy about it.
No, she's not, but she doesn't want to make waves. She wants to support her son, but she knows the family needs the launch to go off without a hitch.
A wedding on Rodeo Drive to coincide with the opening of their new stores is the absolute height of bad taste, not to mention a personal slap to you, Nikki.
Okay. I need the two of you to brainstorm, gather the other divisions, see what you can come up with.
All right.
You got it.
I know how much this bothers you, seeing what Brooke is going through. We should do something about it.
What? I have warned her time and time again.
Go to her.
She's made her choice, Mother.
You don't mean that.
I have found something with Taylor. You're telling me I should run off and try to protect Brooke again?
She needs your help.
She doesn't want help.
She wants you. You gonna stand by and let her get hurt by that family again?
A battle royal between half-brothers for the hand of Brooke Logan.
Oh, brother is right.
Hey, I heard Ashley Abbott's in the building.
Yeah, she is. She probably stopped to freshen up before the meeting. Did you see that?
Yeah. The moment that minister says you may kiss the bride, the battle is done. Nick's little fashion catastrophe is over.
Felicia called. I think she's got almost all of the permits for using Rodeo. Honey, I I just think the wedding is not a good idea now.
Oh, really? Well, how do you feel about it, though?
I'm telling you how I feel about it. I'm very concerned about the two kids. I think they're just a powder keg ready to go off.
Well, you tried to defuse that situation, didn't you?
Rick and Phoebe are done.
Oh, please. And I bet Brooke made you the bad guy for protecting your daughter.
Look, I admit I crossed the line when I grabbed him.
Well, if you hadn't, honey, I would have slapped him silly.
Over my dead body.
Don't tempt me.
Let's just behave, Stephanie. Ashley Abbott's going to walk in here any minute. It's a coup that she's even interested. If she steps foot in this hornet's nest, she's never going to come on board.
Brooke's right.
Brooke's right. Brooke's right. So, where's Phoebe? Or do we have to send a rescue squad up to Big Bear?
I'm not in Big Bear.
Ah, surprise.
Hey, did you see Ashley out there?
No. Is Rick coming?
Hello. Look who I found.
Hey, there you are. Ashley, hello. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for meeting with us.
Of course.
I was so sorry to hear about your father passing.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it.
You know Brooke?
Yes. Hi. Good
So
to
glad
see
you could make it. Thank you.
This is my daughter, Phoebe.
Oh, the talk of the town. The buzz about your modeling. I can see you deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
And I can see you met my son Rick on your way in.
Actually, we've met before. In Paris, Ashley is the person I was consulting with regarding Forrester Creations' new fragrance.
Oh.
You know, before we lost the company to Nick.
Oh. Well, Ashley's tops in her field. If she agrees to come on, then maybe you two could just pick up right where you left off.
These are some fragrance samples that I worked up after meeting with Rick in Paris. You'll see there's a broad spectrum. It would help me to find out what you're looking for, how you want to project yourself into the world, sort of the spirit of Forrester Originals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, these are wonderful.
There's no conflict of interest with the Jabot.
If we agree on a deal, then no, Jabot won't be a problem.
And if we have a perfume that really takes off, the profits will really help offset the money that we're sinking into our new stores.
A quicker return on our investments, yeah?
Doing something worthwhile is never easy.
No, but with such a huge launch, the opening of so many Forrester Original boutiques, your odds are pretty good. Now, you're thinking of using Phoebe as a possible name for your fragrance?
Yes, we are.
Okay, well, Phoebe's younger, so your instinct would be to go to floral, but I would suggest you use a little maturity. That way you could reach a broader demographic.
I like the sound of that.
Certainly makes sense.
We were also thinking about doing oils, soaps, things like that.
Let's just keep in mind we're a fashion house, not a gift shop.
Launching a new fragrance and a retail chain at the same time is just about all we can handle.
We're all in agreement about moving forward with a fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, will you join our team?
We'll provide you with a state-of-the-art lab, everything you could possibly need.
Wow, you're certainly going all out. I admire the risk you're taking.
We'll draw up a proposal. We'll send it to your hotel ASAP.
We'd love to have you on board.
Well, okay. I look forward to receiving your proposal.
Great.
That's good, huh?
This is really
Did you see that?
because I love this.
I know.
Yeah. Never actually done this.
It's perfect.
Just can't believe Forrester would use this wedding as a marketing gimmick.
I know you, Nikki. You're not concerned about the marketing. Look, you say you're happy with Taylor.
And I am.
When you could have so much more with Brooke.
I've thought that before, Mother.
No, you lived that before.
And we all know how that ended.
Time has passed. Brooke knows how you feel. She knows what kind of man you are now. What, you're going to sit by and watch her marry Ridge again? You're going to sit by and...
No! I don't want the wedding happening. It kills me every time that I think about it. Is that the admission that you want?
It's over, Mother. Let it be over. You smelled great.
One of Ashley's samples.
God, I'm gonna miss you.
Come to Australia with me.
Oh, I would, but you know, with the lunch and all that stuff.
And with Rick and Phoebe. Ridge, we have to trust.
I do. Well, sort of. I can't help this feeling that the only thing keeping those two apart is them thinking we're watching them.
Then I'm staying.
You can't. You gotta go help with the store in Sydney.
I'm not going to leave LA if I think there's going to be a problem.
Hey, Eric just showed me around. Very impressive.
Yes, we've spared no expense. If you don't believe me, you can talk to our banker. Ashley, where are you staying? I need to know where to send our proposal.
I knew that. The chateau. 1 second. Okay. Before I can even think about accepting this job, I have to know. Are you sure you're okay with my being here? Okay, what happened in Paris was fun. It was exciting. But I don't expect anything from you.
So what happens in Paris?
Hey, that was a great meeting, right?
Yeah, it was.
You are one sexy businessman.
Thank you. Ashley and I were just finishing up.
Oh, hi.
We were just finishing the proposal.
Uh-huh. Well, don't let me interrupt. I'm gonna go to a fitting. But it was nice meeting you.
You too. So that's your complicated involvement, I take it.
Yes.
Huh.
I know. She's young.
She's a beautiful, girl. Seriously, I hope it works out for you.
Thank you. You're one of the few.
Oh yeah, your family doesn't approve?
No, especially Ridge.
Well, that explains all the tension between the two of you.
Yeah. Guy drives me nuts.
Isn't he marrying your mother?
Please, don't remind me. And now he's forbidding me and Phoebe from seeing each other.
What are you gonna do?
Well, we talked about it, and we're gonna play it cool. For now.
Do you really think you can do that?
Rick and Phoebe's feelings aren't going to go away overnight.
I am counting on Rick to be responsible.
But we can't control the minds and the hearts of our children. You need to give them a little space. Now, if things happen when I'm gone, I don't want you to overreact.
Okay, look. Rick's your son, and he is part of our family. I won't do anything stupid.
When I walked into the cabin that night, I was afraid of what you might have done.
I had every right to be angry. Rick just needs to stay away from my daughter.
And what if they can't do that, Ridge?
What are you saying?
You can't grab Rick the way you did in Big Bear.
As long as he stays away from Phoebe, we're okay.
No, you can't lay your hands on my son again. That is the one thing that could come between us. And our marriage, before it even happens. I mean it, Ridge. Lay your hands on Rick again, and you lose me. Forever.